Do I have a dirty move?
I'm all over that.
Do I get dirty with it? What if I slice you with that one?
No way. You haven't been enjoying your instant coffee?
It's a lot of milk. Perhaps I
Can
will.
I have it?
Would you like it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I love this.
I will probably start leaking down my thighs if I have any more of that.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, maybe. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like, actually, definitely. Okay.
Are most Indians?
Hmm?
Are most Indians lactose intolerant?
I don't know. I feel like we've been living around cows
Or
for
Persians?
a long time.
Yeah, but you famously don't consume them.
We don't consume. You don't have to eat the cow to drink the milk. That's what. That's what my father taught me when I was young.
I've heard referring to your type as Indians out of fashion.
All right,
the Queen
cancel him.
Indians defense. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna play my. Should I play a good opening? I'll play an opening that I have studied probably 4
Hit the
moves
clock.
of. This one's called the Gambit.
Oh, please, no.
Should I? You don't want me to play the Danish Gambit? Is there there's the Halloween Gambit, isn't there?
Don't gambit me.
Okay, I won't gambit you. I'll just play some boring
You don't need to
chess.
style upon me in this manner.
I'm sorry. Okay. I actually don't know this line at all. I never play this. So, ooh, do you remember the opening trap thing that I showed you? This
Yeah,
is
I
not
do,
the fried
I do.
liver.
I know it's not the
Flied river.
Yeah.
The Flied River attack. It's where you go fishing and it stinks because there's flies everywhere. I need to work on comedy. I think.
Yeah, you do. I think
I'm having troubles being
No, I agree.
intelligible. Prophylaxis, boys and germs, ladies and girls. Yeah, this is not it. I don't know this position. I don't.
It's just like an Italian. It's like a Rui Lopez down a tempo for me, except not at all. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Flame him in the comments, everybody.
I have no idea.
Call him
what
a
I'm talking
dumbass. I don't know what this is. This is some weird symmetrical thing that's not going to be fun for either of us to play, I think. Okay. But because I promised not to style upon you.
Style upon me. You can try to style on me if you want.
That's
we know
true.
you'll succeed because you're so much better.
I'm not significantly better to a place where I don't blunder a piece still. I was playing a game today against some 1900 guy who fully blundered the queen on the 4th move. So don't ever feel, anybody out there listening, watching, that you're bad at chess. Just know there's always dumb people at every elo. And there's a bug on our board. What's this? The bug? What is this, bug house?
You can do better.
I can't, though, is the problem. And I'm insecure about it.
No, but what is this bug? That's not bad. It could be worse, for sure.
It could be worse. I could blunder a rook. This feels wrong. What have I done? I've done something bad here. I thought this was a bishop. That's what it was. I thought this was a bishop. This is actually a knight, and
it's not bad. I mean,
it's fine.
It's fine,
but
I don't think there's a tactic here.
It's pretty lame. Oh, girl!
That's okay. We can get that later. Wow, I'm impressed. I don't think
Styled
that's
upon.
on camera.
You've been styled upon. Consider yourself acrobatized.
It's a good word.
Yeah, I made it up.
I believe
if you
it.
couldn't, you didn't understand that. I created that word. Sir? Oh, we didn't reset the clocks when we reset the game.
You know, spent about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
I've probably spent a bit longer, but I'm going to be nice to myself.
Yeah, be nice to yourself. You're the only one that can be.
That's not true.
True.
That's
I could
literally
choose to be
false.
kind.
You're the only one that can be nice to you.
The only one that
You
can
know
be
what
the
they say?
nicest
The only one that can be nice to you is you.
is you. Drop
What
in-
a sad, nihilistic worldview. Oh, this little guy moves. That's nice to see. Okay.
That is cute.
Okay, cool.
There's a tiny little dial that none of you can see, that we can see, that tells us how many seconds have elapsed.
Hmm.
Now you have to get back into the sort of swing of the position, which is hard.
We're gonna
Whoa,
go. We're gonna
guy.
get spicy with it.
Oh my god. This guy likes Indian food, I can tell. He's getting hella spicy with it. Okay. Do I thrust as well?
Oh,
Do I also get spicy avec it?
Oh no no.
Find
no.
out in this episode.
No 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 no. No.
The coward
sir.
chess speedrun.
Interesting. Interesting. I don't like all this rigmarole.
That's fair.
I don't like it.
Well, this rigmarole doesn't like you either. It does. You're a valued member of this community. I've been doing so many of these like weird ethical tests that I have to, that in my mind somewhere says, anytime that somebody says I don't like this, I feel like I have to say you're a valued member
Of
of
the
a community.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't
And I
go
feel like
there.
I'm not being very genuine with it. It's almost like I don't think that you're a valued member of the group, but I do. I mean it in this case. All right. There, huh? Okay. A little tickle. We'll take ski poo. Ain't never hurt nobody. But it will hurt you. No, I'm sorry.
Will it?
I feel like I'm getting really bad, like
You're
bad
getting
feelings.
a little saucy.
Like if I feel like I want to do trash talkings, I feel like really bad about doing them. Because now I have this move.
Very rude.
Yeah,
It's very rude.
it is very rude. This is some guys are having deep conversations next to us about the ethics, I suppose, of throwing food into the ocean in front of seagulls. I think that's a good
that is deep.
a deep topic of conversation. But that's a good move. Is it? I think it is.
That beats me.
True. It sure does. This couldn't hurt, could it?
Famous last words.
That's what I said before I moved my rook wickedly on the last game. Okay. Okay.
We should have this out here for
oh,
the
we
material
could, yeah.
count.
So everyone can see.
I should move these out of the way.
Do I have a dirty move?
I'm all over that.
Do I get dirty with it? That would
Ooh,
be.
You kind of might.
That would be kind of dirty, wouldn't it? What if I
Ooh.
slice you with that one?
No way, friend.
Fair. Fair dues. I
Oof.
don't think it's a very particularly good move, but it is sort of rude. Uncouth, some would say.
So,
We'll analyze it later.
huh. It's an interesting one.
It's definitely not like a... This is, I think, a problem that a lot of people have, where they see an idea and then they actually don't really calculate it through, which is what I just did.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out it's not so great, even though it looks quite nice. Okay. I feel like there's stuff here, though. There's some life in the positions, for sure.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Really?
Really indeed.
Hold on.
Have I been a grease bag with it?
Let me think
Is that-
about this.
Is that a dirty pig move? I feel like it could be. Oh.
Pig boy.
It's my superhero alter ego.
Yeah. Hmm. Is it force mate if I take it?
I don't calculate like that. I say, does that look flashy? And then, if it does, I do it.
Yeah, that's not good. No, there's like no way I can, unless I have. Okay, let's see. Let's see how you convert.
I wouldn't be so.
You were also
confident.
didn't push this all the way, so
Son
your
of a
time
bitch.
wasn't running. It was just paused.
Oh, it was okay, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, you just have more time than you should.
Sorry.
You're just too feebly pressing.
I need to work on my strength first.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Okay.
Check.
Oh.
Check.
Good game.
Nice one.
What should I have done? Okay.
Let's go back, yeah.
Okay.
The game started with e4. What was your thinking behind this move?
This move, I was thinking, am I going to play the Danish gambit or not?
That's all I need to know.
In this situation, I said, "Hey, sir, I'm going to play a gambit," and you said, "Don't
I
do
think
me like
in
that."
person I said, please no.
Please don't humiliate
Don't
me like
style
this.
upon me.
Yeah, you said don't style upon me in that manner.
So I responded with e5
Thinking
because I wanted to
Best by test.
get up in them guts.
Oh.
In the,
Come on,
just,
man.
you know, I'm sorry. Keep it classy. wanted to
This is a
contest the
cul-
center.
It's a classy channel.
I want to
man.
contest the center.
Contest the center.
It's not a classy channel.
No.
We talk about. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
this video opened up with lactose intolerance speak.
Yeah.
So at this point, I was resigned to an extremely boring game. I think I was like, okay, we're just
no
gonna play
Danish Gambit.
the 4 nights or
Be
something.
boring then. Fine. Is that what you want to be boring?
Yeah,
what
that's
you're doing.
that's
here.
what I was saying in my mind.
And then I'm like, ooh, this looks like the Rui Lopez, but
The
with
Rui.
with black. So it has to be good. That's not how chess works, but I want it to work that way. And I don't know.
This is a variation that can only be played in such positions where the knight is not on f6, like as white, because as black you have the center fork trick in this position, where you go,
right.
where you actually, if you had the knight here, you fork there, you take there, I take back, and then you have this fork.
Wow.
And that's very disruptive because it gives me a very strong center
Interesting.
as black, or it gives you a very strong center as black. So this is a very beneficial line to play as white when the knight is not on f6.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you can go for these like fried livery type ideas.
What was your thinking with this move?
This one, I didn't want you to bring your bishop out and
Okay.
pin my knight. Cowardly style.
This one was my knight is in the way of me castling.
Fair. This one was, I'm going to pin that knight to that queen, I think.
Okay.
Basically.
Interesting.
Or no, I'm going to support the knight coming out.
So we
That's-
castled, kind of no need for explanation.
No.
This was, I don't want to go down on time, and my rook is probably better. It wasn't better on the e file.
No?
I think
Bishop
it ended
takes
up being a
C3.
problem.
Yeah, it did.
So this was me trying to be like, oh, I got to move. This can't be bad. And then it ended up being the bane of my
That's sort of the
position.
theme of this entire
Immediately
game.
punished for the move.
Yeah. Well, it's still drawn. It's still a
Yeah.
drawn position, but this is the thing, like, I think in the opening, a lot of people blitz out safe moves and then, or what they think are safe moves, and they actually don't look for their opponent's moves that they can exploit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So something I've been finding recently in my own games is actually being very deliberate in the opening, trying to find weaknesses because the other person is not thinking usually.
So I went bishop c6 here, and my thinking was, I'm pretty sure I did. And my thinking was like, okay, if you take with either piece, I'm perfectly comfortable having doubled pawns in the center. I think that's actually okay.
Yeah.
And I also get an open f file, which I'm fine with.
Yeah. So you're thinking like there's going to be a pawn mass
I would,
here.
yeah, I would
and
recapture
then you
with the
can-
pawn, not the obviously not the
Yeah. And then there's some thrusting ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like very,
Yeah.
very good thinking.
But then you do this instead, and I was like, oh.
Why is he getting in my teeth?
Why didn't he do what I wanted, what I planned on?
And then this was a very odd move, I thought. Supporting the bishop whilst it's out there.
Yeah, so here, what was I thinking? You weren't. This is a defended piece.
Yeah, but it's your most developed piece, which I'm attacking.
Yeah, and I can't. I obviously can't capture because then you fork my pieces with your pawn. And I was thinking of capturing it with the bishop. No, I don't know. Like I was thinking of this.
Yeah.
But then I would have to move my knight away, and it's just not a good time.
Yeah.
Or you recapture with the bishop, and then this thread is renewed, which is just annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to move anything.
I see.
And it's not even that bad.
It's not that bad.
It
It's not that bad.
retains the status quo.
Basically, what I would think I would have played there instead of a5 would have just been to bring the bishop back so that I couldn't do this f move, f4, because f4 kind of blows it open,
Right.
as we saw in the game. Okay, but not a bad move by any means. So we keep going. Bishop takes.
And now I'm
I
like,
think that's
this
a
is
good
getting
move.
too spicy. I want to
Yeah.
trade some things.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking about. And
then-
it turns out that was a...
The
so-
takes wasn't so bad. I
so
think you had to go.
here I'm supposed to go forward, probably.
No, you have no. That would fork your bishop and knight. I think you have to go knight d8.
Oh, right. Really?
Knight d4. It's saying what? It's saying knight d4. What is that line? Knight d4 is what it wants.
So it wants
Walking
here.
into the
Walk
fork.
into the fork.
Knight d4.
What do you go from here?
Wait, go there.
Do you have a check or?
Do
no.
you have a check? Like, okay, let's see what happens.
What?
What? B5. Ridiculous.
Oh.
Wow, what an escape, dude.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, well, that's an interesting.
That's not
Interesting.
seeing that anytime.
Yeah.
So then.
And at this point, I was feeling a little. My loins were ready for
Right.
something, and this was that something that I'd cooked up. So what this move does is obviously it's a discovered attack on the f7 pawn. So we're converging again on ye old square.
So that rook move.
Yeah. Really come to bite.
Really the center of your whole attack here.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, no, you can't see it now. There's a knight in the way.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thinking. Then you take this pawn.
And right before making this move, I was like, this couldn't be bad, right? I'll just do it. There's a little trade ski that happens. In fact, what this does is it draws the queen into the defense of this square.
Right.
Which is a bad thing for
Now
me.
my
That's
thinking
the tender...
was, ooh, a pawn.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
but that's obviously where you go.
Yeah.
But like, this was the absolute wrong thinking for me because this kind of redefends this square already. So this took my winning position to a nice draw, and now we just sort of mosey on fourth.
Yeah.
And here, right, I do this rook sack, which I think I mentioned in the game that I didn't think that was a good move.
Yeah.
But the rook sack, the idea behind it is that if you take, then, as we saw in the game, your shit is sort of gaping.
Yeah.
And if you take with the knight, then this pawn is under attack. But this is sort of, I think, one of the only drawing moves in the position.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually do much. It wasn't a great idea, but...
And here I'm like...
It made you panic.
I want the material, and it's fine.
It is fine. It's perfectly fine. And we can show the drawing line as well. There, queen check, king there. Bishop there is a good move to trap the king in, and it also threatens mate.
So we'll give you 5 seconds to
Yeah.
find the drawing move. Pause the video to find it. We didn't reveal it in the... Maybe we did reveal it in the...
Oh, it might be
analysis,
underneath.
right?
But yeah, okay. So it's this. And
the
then I have
drawing
to take and take. Shoot, I got it all wet. Hold on. Hey. So I have to take, and then you take back, and then
I don't
just
take
have,
with the king.
Oh, you could take with the king, but whatever. This results in a perpetual check of some sort.
Yeah.
Also here, actually, we were talking, I think in the actual game, we were talking about at some point you get this queen check.
Right.
So after takes here, I took here on h7. I was thinking that you had some saucy little queen checking maneuver. So instead of taking here, I thought you might have had this, and then you didn't have this. There, and then this move, which loses hugely. But I wanted my queen to come to this square, right?
Yeah.
So this is something I was
the
afraid
thing
of.
is, you have a check.
I do
on
have
f6.
this, yeah, which I missed. So that's a line that I shouldn't have gone into anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what I was thinking at the time. And then this move is the only idea. The only idea behind this move is to trap your king in a nice little box so that it can be mated. That was the only option I had left. Mm-hmm. And then I was thinking actually in this position for the check to come. Does this not help? No?
It's not as bad as what I did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then this. No? Mate in
in
2.
two.
Whoops! Okay. What's the mate in 2 here? Oh, just this. And in.
Yeah, because that pawn is...
That pawn is pinned, as we found.
yeah.
So then the game continued there.
So I made this move.
Sorry.
Completely did not realize that the pawn was pinned. I knew the bishop was there, but then understanding all the implications of the bishop being there. Well, if I knew that for every piece, I'd be a good chess player. So
there you go.
And I'm not a good chess player.
You're pretty good.
So
you're better than average. And this is where the game ended, just because that piece is pinned.
Yeah.
In a sexy, if I do say so myself, it's a good, sexy finish.
It's a good finish.
All right.
It's a good finish.
It's a good finish. So that's the game. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to be filming more Chess in the Park because it was actually pretty popular with you guys.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.